Proceeding, may I request Mr. Manish Nagrecha to accompany Mr. Amol Mulajkar on the dais. Amol is a qualified paint technologist with Masters in Marketing Management, and he is an alumni of IIM Kolkata. He has been associated with the paint industry since last 23 years and worked with companies like Asian Paints and BSF in their R&D centers prior to joining Soujanya Colour. Pigment dispersion and application of pigments into various end applications is his core area of expertise. Amol travels extensively worldwide for customer meetings and new business development activities. Presenting him with the beach box. And we'll be discussing about role of colorants in circular economy. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Friends, before we start the topic, let me quickly do one thing also. Hardly I have 20 minutes. There is a much to talk about. But since the theme is the ideation, last time even, Jatinji, I remember it was uncap it. And then we defined our way how uncap it. When the can is opened, the colorant can, what you look inside, that was our definition of uncap it. Even ideation, I want to go little different. Mahadevanji, since yesterday we will be defining what ideation is. There is a philosophical meaning of ideation. When I thought, or when I first saw that word, ideation, friends, we know defoamer in our industry. What it does that? Defoamer meaning elimination of foam. Deaerator, what that mean? It's the elimination of air. So this process of deaeration is elimination of something. When I read this word ideation, it means that elimination of I. And the I is aham bhav. It's our ego. If we can eliminate, I think to me that's the ideation is. Thank you very much. And then when we try to bring that into our business philosophy, the similar things, everybody knows Soujanya. There is nothing much to talk about, about our company. So let's quickly, I would like to still brief upon our company, and then we will talk about circular economy and what the colorant can play and role. Soujanya, everybody know that we are a global leader in innovative and sustainable color solutions. Each word is very meaningful and has a lot of weightage on it. We try to deliver value through color. Value, it's going beyond color strategy. That's what we have adopted now, going beyond color. This one statistics, every year we deliver more than 1 million shades to our customers via our database or G-data, and this we have been doing consistently since many years now. And to be honest with you, we are not only into paint and coatings today, but also we deliver our products to, apart from paint and coatings, the next parallel industries, printing inks, and then when we have an expertise of producing color precisely, lot after lot, year after year, then also we diversify to other industries like rubber and leather industry, like cosmetics, like home and personal care, textile, agriculture chemicals, construction chemicals, so on and so forth. So everywhere we are trying to deliver value through our color. Let's now begin our topic, the role of colorants in circular economy. Before that, let's understand what circular economy is. And to be interest of audience, there are experts also, but there are other people also. I am starting from the scratch, and let's see what circular economy is. Traditionally, since the Industrial Revolution has happened, particularly post-1970s period, everywhere, it's applicable to all the chemical industry. The major focus was on the performance. Invent something which can deliver the result, invent something which can perform as per the need, but we never paid attention to these different topics like the natural resource depletion, the environmental hazard, and hazard to the human health. As and when the population grows, we just gone beyond producing the volume. And then a point come, then we realize these consequences came into the discussion. And then everywhere in the world, we are thinking about these consequences. I think the revolution has happened somewhere in the Western world, USA and Europe, that side. They did everything, they invented everything. Now it's the turn of India. The market is in India. We are 1/5 of the global population. We are 20% of the global population. And now when we are living in that era, that we have to think about these three main aspects before inventing anything else. It's a challenge, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for Indians to give a sustainable chemistry to the world. So, circular economy, I mean, what is current then? If it is circular is a new concept, then where we live today? It's a non-circular, right? Something is non-circular, it's a straight line. So what that mean? Resource extraction we have done. We produced something, we distributed our products, it got consumed, after consumption it got disposed. The classic example is electric bulb. We use it, after disposal we just throw it out. So this is called take, make and waste or dispose, simply. This is a linear economy. This is how the world worked or operates since last many years, many decades. What the circular economy is different than this linear economy. Circular economy is similar, all the stages, production, usage, distribution, going one step, at least one step, again back. At least one step. What that mean? Before your disposal, can we reuse that material? एक ज़माना था हम लोग कहते थे हमारे दादाजी की चीज़ें हैं ये. I think शायद ही हमारे पोते वो चीज़ कह सकेंगे. Because it's today what we live in an era is a disposal era. Furniture, hardly 10 years life period. So can we reuse it? Can we prolong the usage of this product? Even if we go further behind, that's even better, refurbishing, remanufacturing. Simple example, even our body, when the human dies, his eye is working 4 hours after his death. His brain works for some time. Our skin is the longest working part. Even our ears, they work for few hours. So that doesn't mean everything is end. Even something is not working. For example, refrigerator is not working. Does that mean 100% of their parts are not working? No, 90% of the parts still can be reused. I think circular economy is taking care of that. Refurbish. And then recycling, nothing like that. If you can recycle your products, nothing like that is the ultimate thing. Circular economy works on 4 R's, that recover, recycle, reuse and reduce. Similarly, what can we do? I mean, the context is we are talking about colorant industry, paint and coating industry. Let's see. So it starts with the raw materials, what we choose, and then how we produce it, how we pack it, how we distribute it. In fact, we have to also go and make an awareness to the consumption pattern also. We need to educate the customers and consumers also, keeping this mind circular economy. It starts with sustainability. The concept of sustainability in paint and coatings has started since last 1 decade only. It's comparatively new. Before that, it was only performance. But it's the technology. When I say technology, the renewable feedstock, high performance applications and practices, that also we will be discussing. It's a holistic approach is required. It's a myth. It's a misconception that only technology, only the formulation, only the ingredients, only the raw materials has to be sustainable. No. We need to have a holistic approach. Even though your manufacturing can contribute. I'm sorry for this deformation because of some file transfer that might have happened. I'm not using my laptop. Even during manufacturing also, we can minimize the wastage, minimization of the water that we use, minimization of the utilities that we consume. Even still that can be contributed into reducing the carbon footprint. The whole purpose of circular economy is to reduce the effect of global warming. That is the core purpose of this. So whatever we are utilizing, the carbon footprints we can still map and we can still try to reduce those. Even in supply chain, we can better plan our shipments, avoid air shipments, plan your full container shipments. Many companies, they have started a new initiative that their shipments will go during only night time. And the trucks will not cause of traffic congestion on the roads. Even packaging, lot need to be done. Recycling. Even paint cans, we know after the painting, what are the uses in rural area about the paint cans. But even after that, how do we dispose the plastic containers? We need to think about that. So at Soujanya, we work upon the 4 basic strategies towards our contribution. One is durability, sustainability, then efficiency and innovation. So innovation doesn't mean at this present it's a new technology. It should not be a new rocket science. Even within your existing products, if you can refine them for making them more suitable for circular economy, that also can be an innovation, not necessarily new product every time. So since last 10 years, when we formulate our products, lot of energy has gone into reducing VOCs, process efficiencies, waste minimization. Next 10 years, what's going to happen? And that's even we are not exception for that. More use of a bio-based renewable feedstock and lesser use of fossil fuel. That's going to happen. So friends, whosoever is running the industry, please pay attention to it. If you want to exist after so many years, then please pay attention that we have to make our products more and more manufacturing from the renewable stocks. At present, only 5% of coatings are made with the 5 renewable stocks. 95% is still made with the fossil fuel feedstocks, petroleum products. And the world without oil is not that far. Automobile industry has waken up very early. In fact, the electrical vehicles are already running on the road. Once that was a fantasy, today that's a reality. Everything that we are ideating today, these are possibilities, but those will be realities in the future. So the world without oil, it's not that far. And also one interesting thing, I'll tell you that some time ago we were discussing about alkyd enamels and emulsion paints. What do you think? Emulsion paints, though they are water-based, are they sustainable? Majority of the people would say yes, because it's water-based. Friends, but there are, even in water-based paint, the emulsion what is used, that emulsion is based on the monomers. The monomers are still a petroleum product. So reducing VOCs is very different than making products sustainable. Comparatively, I would say long oil alkyd enamel-based products, they are more sustainable because they are oil-based. Resin experts can throw more light on it. So we need to think, the world will be going without oil, petroleum oil, very soon. And we have to work as an emergency. Other industries are working very on an emergency basis. But simply putting oil or any bio product doesn't serve our purpose. That will not suffice the need, because the basic principle is that essential to avoid getting competition with food and feed production. Tomorrow somebody would say that my product is based on coconut oil, or I made a water-based product. There is no plenty of water available even for the drinking today. How can we put that into our industrial products? There is going to be a conflict in the future. So we have to carefully choose raw materials which will not compete against food and feed crops. Now, is this so easy? For example, let somebody says that we know, we have learnt in our school, the chlorophyll gives a green color to the leaves. Why can't we also use similar molecule in our paint formulation to give a green color? Is that so easy? Because it's natural, it's highly complex. It's highly complex molecule. It is very difficult to extract those natural molecules, and at the same time, even more painful and expensive to custom modify those suitable to our applications. It's going to be very costly affair at today, but maybe future something will happen. It's very time consuming every time, so maintaining consistency. Example, we used to get a natural pigments few decades before. Why we shifted to synthetic pigments? Just because of volume and consistency. Now this principally we are asking or forcing to go back to 1970s. Now this is not throwing us back. This circular economy is not throwing us back to 1970s. In fact, taking that principle with today's perspective, it is giving an opportunity to develop those principles in a fresher way. Even for the pigments, there are some bio-based pigments available. Biosuccinic acid root pigments are available, but again, they are on the compromise mode yet. They are infant yet, but I'm sure they are going to grow in the future. Consistency and performance is a key challenge, because performance, now we have worked so much in terms of performance, it is difficult to have the natural material which can withstand that performance. So we have to make a good balance. Some microorganism alky root manufactured pigments are already started coming in the market. Those are being used into cosmetic industry, not yet for the paint industry, but I am sure something will happen and then these pigments would be available to use. Now since it's ideation, let me also talk to you some of the possibilities which would come in the future for the colorant point of view or color point of view. Structural coloration is a very big attractive topic today. What does structural coloration mean? If somebody asks me, now this is a bottle of water. If somebody asks me, I can simply show this is bottle of water. But if somebody asks what is color, I don't have anything to show like this is color. It doesn't have a physical existence, physical form. But still we see color because it's work on the light reflection methodology. We put today paint and then pigment into the paint for that certain wavelength to reflect from the substrate. Now is it possible, for example, this butterfly wing is there. The butterflies are known that they don't have any color on their wings. At a very nanoscale or sub-nanoscale, the surface is such modified by the nature that it reflects certain wavelength, and then we see butterfly wing as a colored because it reflects certain length. Can our car substrate be modified at a very nano or sub-nano scale that it reflects only certain wavelength? That color without paint, we can still see the color red or green, or we can differentiate, and that will be non-fading color because there is nothing, no pigment, no chemical on it. So already work has been going on there. Carbon nets, we are polluting so many carbon for every process. All the chemical process we are emitting carbons in the nets. Can we have something like a fish net? Can we have a carbon net? Not necessarily everywhere in the environment, but at the source. The exhaust of your vehicle, can we have something there which can collect the carbon particles and we can reuse those carbon particles, keeping our air clean? Carbon black pigments can be made out of it, paints can be made out of this. Even the tire we use, that it's full of carbon. After the tire disposal, instead of just disposing it or burning it, can we crush it? Can we use the carbon again particles into our processes? Similarly, this is very true. It's every house scenario. Extender powders. Why we keep postponing the painting of our houses? You remember, घर में कोई बीमार है, सीनियर सिटीजन है, छोटे बच्चे हैं अभी, let's paint next year. अभी time नहीं है. We keep on postponing our painting at the house because painting still today is a messy job. After painting, the house looks attractive, but the painting process is a messy job. Dust everywhere in the house. And घर में paint करने के लिए 2 से 3 हफ्ता तो लगता ही है. We don't have a time to spare for that. Now this extender, what is this dust coming out of? When we scratch the wall, where the dust coming out is all full of extenders, calcium carbonate and talc and kaolin that we use in our paints. Can we collect? I mean, today it looks logistically difficult, but we have to live with it. The ways we will find it out to make it more economical. Can we reuse those extender particles into our formulations again? Just questions. But because idea says these would be some of the possibilities that colorant companies, particularly like us, should work, or we are working on these directions. Good things come in a sustainable packages. This is what we are also implementing. We are also refining ourselves as a world-class manufacturer, responsible company. We studied all the packaging materials that we deliver: PET, HDP, PVC, LDP, PP, polystyrene, and amongst that all, what the study shows that the PET bottles are more sustainable, more at present more sustainable because the rate of circulation in terms of percentage, 65% PET is getting recirculated versus only 23% of HDPE. And also there is a term downcycled, that HDPE, again when you recycle, you cannot generate the same quality material. It goes a level down in terms of the quality because some HDPEs are colored also, that's the problem. But PET can be, and that can be one of the good options. Even all the paint manufacturing companies should also look forward using more PET bottles. There are some challenges using those, but need to overcome. We also mapped our processes. In Soujanya, we mapped our processes where the carbon is going out. So we mapped our entire process for the carbon footprint, and we have decided certain targets for us. In fact, we have taken even the incoming transport, the diesel consumption of getting raw material from the manufacturer to our factories. That also we have mapped. I think innovation, again I'm telling, it doesn't mean that only new product. Even our existing products can be responsibly reformulated and remanufactured. These are our targets that we had kept. In fact, raw material usage, reduction in ETP sludge, reduction in sustainability for 3 years, and at the halfway, we are currently at the halfway in between, and we have achieved targets more than 50%. I'm sure we are going to complete it, and next time our targets would be even more stringent. So friends, nature has sustained itself for billion years. With so complexity, there is no wastage. So also we have to, taking inspiration from nature, we have to make our products sustainable. I think Mahadevanji, that's right. It's just 0. I am on time. Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Not like that. I mean, we took this as a challenge. You know that 1 minute. TED Talks are my inspirations. I read the TED, I listen, I watch. 12-15 minutes, but powerful content. That's what we learned. Even 20 minutes is a good enough time to present your topic effectively. Thank you very much.
Any questions, please? Would request Mr. Manish to present a token of appreciation to our speaker. Thank you, Mr. Manish. I would request Mr. Amol to please stay back for the lucky draw session, for the lucky draw announcement. Let's see who's getting 2 silver coins.
Vaibhav Agarwal, Suraj Bhan and Company. Is he here?
Is he here? Next.
Rahul Dagar, Prominent Powder Private Limited.
No? Next.
I think let's make a rule. If nobody is available, the award should go to the speaker. Let's make this from now. Prashant Khobragade is a speaker at the other hall.
Next.
Arvind Bhasin.
Since the big boss has said it, we have to do it.
One last time, otherwise it will go to the speaker. Adam Ali, Motiwala. Perfect. Adam, party तो बनता ही है बाद
Presenting
में.
1 silver coin.
पार्टी तो बनता है बाद में.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.